Here we are on the balcony with Galea.
Yes, hi.
Singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
What can I say?
Chart featuring artists, singles inside the top 40, and gigs in East London.
Yes, I have 4 gigs in the next 2 months, which is really exciting, and 2 of them are in Hoxton, both at the Underbelly. One is an R&B night, which features lots of artists, including myself, but I'm hosting it because I feel like R&B needs a place in London, and I feel like this might be the place for us.
How do you describe your music? Are you making R&B?
I am making R&B. It's heavily influenced by the 90s R&B, so the good R&B, like TLC, Ashanti, Destiny's Child. And then my headline show is on the 26th September, so that's going to be more intense. Me.
Intenseness and September. You play the bass.
I play the bass, but I'm not a bass player. I just play the bass.
What's the difference?
I'm not Pino Palladino, probably will never be. But I just love the sound of the bass, and I love playing it, I love practicing it. So I guess it's just a little love affair that I have. And
then when you're writing, are you writing whilst dun, 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 dun? That's not my song. Do they come out like that, or do you more just write the words and then find some music to go with it?
Yeah, usually it's words, because usually my expression comes out throughout words and stories and things, and I like to read, so I get a lot of inspiration from words, and then it goes into melody, into vocal melodies and top lining, and then into the music usually. So it's the other way around.
And you've got new material out right now.
I'm touring it, so I'm playing it live, but it's not available anywhere. So if you want to hear the new music, you have to come to a show.
Or you have to listen to Hoxton Radio, because we just played some of the new songs. Exclusive. So yeah, tune to us and you'll find it. Let's make it really hard now. What's your favourite colour?
Black.
What's your favourite meal of the day?
Breakfast.
What is your favourite alcoholic drink?
Aperol Spritz.
Oh, if you were to go on a holiday anywhere in the world, where would you go? When would it be?
I'd go to Barcelona, but I've never been there before, but I know I want to go.
I just went, it was really good.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
Great.
Yeah, nice people, nice food, pretty easy to get around, bloody
Looks
beautiful
amazing.
beach.
I'd go there. And it's like cheapish to get there.
If you find the right bits, it's okay. It just kind of compares to here. It's sort of like being
so I want to go there.
Okay. When you're not listening to Hoxton Radio, what do you listen to in Guildford?
Eagle Radio. To say that.
Yeah, say it, man. Pick them up.
I just listen to Spotify most of the time.
Okay.
I Discover Weekly is usually what I used to listen to.
Do you get annoyed though when you're listening to a record and then it finishes now on Spotify and then it just rolls on to something that you may also like, and you've been listening to the Stereophonics and then they put on Ronan Keating? Yeah, I don't also like that.
I was playing an album and then they played like 2 songs from the album and then went on to somebody else. I was like, no, I want to listen to this album.
If we may also like you, what other artists sound like you that could follow on from you? Oh God, this is what I'm trying to find out with my R&B night. I'm trying to get us all together, so maybe I'll find out soon. Who are these people then? Who else is playing on the 10th of August? So there's Valentina playing, there's Ruth Brown, and there's Kaman playing on that night as well. And have you done stuff with them before? No, I've literally just made this now. So that isn't like a collaboration thing, but you do collaborate at Tile Yard all the time. Well, I mean, I started collaborating at Tile Yard now recently since the end of last year. I work with DWB Music. I work with songwriters from all over the world, DJs from all over the world, producers from all over the world, just making songs. That's what I do. And how does it work? You go to Tile Yard Studios and then you go in as a songwriter and then you'll find a producer there that's making music and then you collab and hook up and someone's like, there's a bulletin on the board saying bass player required and you're like, not only going to play the bass but I can sing as well. So and make music. Yeah, I mean you write something and then if they like it they'll take it, if they don't like it they won't take it. It's quite hard because you can spend a whole few days on it and then they'll hate it, but it's fine. You're here at Hoxton Radio today, but you were at the nation's favourite Radio 1 yesterday watching the Live Lounge. Yeah, I was watching Years and Years and it was such a good experience because, you know, I just saw how they set up and how they perform live and what they are like in person. Obviously only for an hour or so. But they were really good and it was really nice to see, yeah. Will that be you someday? Is that what you were thinking? Someday soon, I think so. Did they do a cover? They did No Tears Left to Cry. No way! By Ariana Grande? Yeah, it was really good. What would you cover then if it's something current? I was thinking about this. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I think he stole the one that I'd really like to do. I was thinking that. I was like, damn it, if they asked me next week, what would I sing? Dua Lipa.
Yeah?
Yeah. You kind of look a bit Dua Lipa-y.
Okay.
Do you do any covers in the set when you play live?
Well, yeah, I do. And most of my covers on Spotify now, most of my songs are covers because I want to just make some covers my own. So I've started just to do that. But yeah, I love singing covers. That's what inspired me to sing in the first place, other people's songs. So I'm going to keep them in there.
Prince,
always. Prince, Etta James, usually Freddie Mercury, anyone from sort of in the good old days. Yeah.
Not a tennis player, but a singer, a songwriter, head of her own band, and plays 4-string guitar.
Okay, yeah.
It's Galea.